Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Jean with Rebel Yell Rising. This is the July monthly reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. If it does not resonate, and it will not resonate for everybody, please check out your other signs videos as well as possibly checking out another reader on YouTube or contacting me for a more personalized reading so that we can get to the nitty-gritty of what's going on in your particular situation. So what we have here is the Isis Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And this is not Isis as in the terrorist group ISIS. This is Isis as in the Egyptian goddess. So this spread is the wing of Isis, and I've already shuffled the cards, and I will go through them, and I will very likely be reading some of this out of the guidebook because the messages that they have are super intense. Okay? So, the very first card that we have here off to the left, what is the real issue for me right now on a spiritual level? And the card that we have for Aries is Cartouche, the Divine Names of Power. Let me take a look here really quick. And I apologize for any glare if y'all can't see that. Lady Isis initiates you now into her special mysteries. The use of sacred intonations. The words that you speak are rapidly gaining power. To benefit from this power, rather than be undermined or held back by it, practice thoughtful speech and clear your heart of old unforgiveness, which can poison your words unintentionally. As your heart grows in purity, you will be able to speak with spiritual authority, and what you speak of will come into being more swiftly and obviously. Isis is initiating you as a master healer in her sacred tradition of divine names of power. So, again, coupled with the position of this card, what is the real issue for me right now on a spiritual level? What this is saying is to be aware of what words you're saying, what things you're saying, and how you're saying them, right? Because what you're saying is being sent out into the universe, and perhaps without realizing it or having known it, you've been saying things that were putting out into the universe what you wanted or did not want, and you either got what you wanted, which could have been something negative, towards somebody else, or you got back what you weren't expecting, right? It's kind of along the lines of when people say, be careful what you wish for. And what this card is saying is that you have the power to create by speaking. And it's saying that there's this very strong power in you. So the spiritual issue at hand for you is to be aware of what words you use, whether you choose to speak love or hatred, whether you choose to speak words and emotions of forgiveness, compassion, love, mercy, or if you're choosing to manifest anger, hatred, and other, lower spectrum energies. Okay? So that's the current issue for Aries for the month of July. Now, this next position is how can you best heal this in your day-to-day life? And the card that you got, Aries, is Mother of Life. Nourishment of the golden grain mother. Give me a sec. All right, so how can you best heal this in your day-to-day life? We can sometimes fall into existing and just doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when our life suddenly seems dry, depleted, or filled with mundane tasks, or if it feels like we're stuck in a rut or habits that may have been comfortable but are now stifling and suppressing. Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into life. Be bold and brave, open your arms, and receive. Discomfort and unfamiliarity is where life is attempting to break through to you, to reach the walls that you may have once created to protect yourself, but that now you need to either climb over, demolish, or at least open up some doors and windows. So what this is saying is that in order to heal, right, maybe, having that 9-to-5 job in the past, that routine, that habit was secure and it made you feel stable. There was that financial security and stability. But now the mundane and the routine tasks that were comforting before are now starting to make you feel like you can't breathe. So you need to shake things up, right? Open the doors and windows. Get that energy that's stagnated out of there. On a literal sense, you can open doors and windows to your house, move furniture around. But on a deeper level, what this is saying is be okay with shaking things up. There are going to be things that might be presented to you this month that will give you the opportunity to shake things up. And it can feel very uncomfortable, right? Because I think as humans, we are creatures of habit, and we're sometimes afraid of the unknown, no matter how good it might look or how much we want it. Sometimes we're afraid. Sometimes we're scared of things that shake up our world. But what this is saying is that you can just embrace it, and that will help you start to move forward. And that is how you can heal any current issues in your life for the month of July. All right? And don't worry, I'm going to go back over all of this at the end. So, what will the gift or outcome be for you, Aries, the month of July? That's a really pretty card. Divine Sun Child, blessings of the Sun Falcon. It is time to allow your life to flourish. Without any limits, let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. This is also a metaphor for your inner world. Your divine feminine must stay true to her values of love, healing, and the triumph of creativity over destruction born of fear and hate. The divine feminine in you must never give up your beliefs in her ideals. The divine feminine is our body, whether you're a man or a woman. It's your inner values and the ideals that make the heart beat stronger and feel right within the belly. With love for her inner divine masculine, she never gives up on her belief in him either, and in her desire for their togetherness. So what this is saying is that the blessing for you for July is this possible explosion of your inner self, just radiating out, feeling like you just can't contain that beautiful divine being within you, and it's just pouring out through your veins. That inner sun is just coming out, and you are allowing yourself to shine. This is also saying that for some of you, there will be that recognition, that understanding that part of embracing and strengthening the divine feminine within you, again, man or woman, is embracing and supporting the divine masculine, because the goddess needs the god, and likewise, yin needs yang. The divine feminine needs the divine masculine. And that's saying that this blessing for you, Aries, will be possibly achieving that balance between the two, or even just more of like a subtle appreciation or understanding through the divine feminine for the divine masculine, if that makes sense. That the divine feminine side of you will allow the divine masculine to flourish. Okay? That's a beautiful blessing. So this next card is, what is the biggest challenge or opportunity for you to get the best outcome? So this is the biggest challenge or opportunity. Okay, and this card, I don't really even need to look up. Pyramid of Light. Step your vibration deeper into love. Aries, for the month of July, your biggest challenge is, first of all, knowing and understanding that there's negative energy being directed at you. As your vibration increases, as it gets higher and your frequency raises, there are negative energies that are going to be attracted to that inner light, right? Just like the moth to the flame. As this beautiful, bright sun shines and just cannot be contained anymore, and you are allowed and you allow yourself to shine brightly, there will be negative energies attracted to you. And I don't mean anything as in like a rated R horror scary movie. I mean in the sense that people, on an outer sense, people might try to knock you down, right? The whole misery loves company. People might see how you radiate this peace, and people are going to try to ruffle your feathers. People might sense that you are, very happy and becoming more enlightened and more aware and more balanced in your feminine and masculine energies, right? And they're going to say, well, why do you feel that way when there's all this crap going on in the world? On a more spiritual sense, you might sometimes feel like if you do your own card readings, if you are a very spiritual person, if you do tarot readings, if you pray and meditate a lot, what this is saying is, make sure that you, instead of react with fear, because everything stems really from love or fear. So if you're not acting out of love, you're acting out of fear, right? Anger is a form of fear. When you recognize that someone is attacking you, instead of reacting out of fear, have compassion, right? Not pity, but compassion. Have compassion that they don't understand yet what you do. And it's not saying, oh, I can't believe you don't understand how this works yet, right? It's almost like it's the whole love your enemy thing. And it's understanding that they're on a different path, or they're on a different journey, and that they will understand someday when the time is right. So step your vibration deeper into love, because the biggest challenge for you as your light starts to shine, people are going to try to, I don't even mean this like, maybe not even consciously, right? I really don't want it to say like that people are deliberately or consciously trying to knock you down. It's very, very, very much likely that it's a subconscious thing, that people will be trying to bring you down, right? But your energy will be higher, and they're trying to bring your energy to match theirs. Don't Don't get angry. Don't be resentful. That's what this card is saying, is don't give in to that energy and don't be afraid. Just step into love and have compassion for them, right? It's, what were the words that Jesus said when he was on the cross? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, right? He didn't say, oh, you guys are going to regret this, right? Or he didn't say, you guys are so unenlightened, you just clearly don't know what's going on here. No, not at all, right? He asked God to forgive the people that just crucified him. Now, whether or not you're Christian, that's not the point. The point is have compassion, right? And that will help you stay in that high vibration and let that sun just radiate from inside of you and shine out into the world. And it's going to attract other like-minded people. Okay, what special guidance is there to help you resolve this in the best way now? Talismans of potency, charging sacred objects of power. Okay, this one I also don't need to read, yay, from the book, because I've gotten this card quite a bit. So, special guidance, what this is saying is that to help you on your journey, right, of strengthening yourself, of stepping higher into love, use objects such as wands, religious talismans that you believe in, right? Anything. It could be gems. These are all talismans when you charge them with that energy. So what this is saying is the guidance for you, Aries, for the month of July is to go ahead and excuse me, choose an object, and it could be anything, and it could be multiple things. And if you do Reiki them, give them the intention of being for a specific purpose. If you have oracle decks or tarot decks, right, cleanse them and then set an intention and charge them with energy and kind of consecrate them to a specific purpose that will help you on your path. So that can be done in several ways. You can do any sort of ritual. You can charge them with moonlight. You can charge them with the sunlight. Just make sure if it's a crystal, some of them fade or could probably even crack if it's like in direct sunlight. Another way of charging some objects is to actually bury them in the ground and let the earth energy, charge them. During a thunderstorm or a lightning storm, right? Set it outside and let the energy of the lightning infuse your objects. Guys, please, I shouldn't have to say this, but please be smart about that. Don't be trying to charge a giant metal wand in the middle of a lightning storm, okay? But you understand. So guidance for you guys, if you've been thinking about doing something like that or have wanted it, go ahead, right? And then say you have a wand and this wand will be charged and consecrated to help you focus love and manifest love, then that's what that will be for. And anytime that you feel like you need to get a little extra oomph, right? Stepping your vibration deeper into love, use that object, hold it. And that's what this is saying, is that you can do that with anything. Charge sacred objects of power, create your own talismans, and put in an intention, right? So that you can then use during your journey. Okay, so let me do a little quick recap here for you guys, if I even remember exactly what this means. So the real issue for Aries on a spiritual level for the month of July is kind of watching what you say. Many people used to say, God is in the Word. And I don't care, again, if you're Christian or not, God, Spirit, the universe, it's that whole vibration of what your words are carrying. That's the point of watching what you say, right? Words carry a vibration and an intention, and those are being sent out into the universe. So you, as a spiritual pilgrim, if you will, we each have a responsibility to bring light into the world, right? That's what we're here for. That's why you're probably watching this and other videos, right? Not because you want to learn how to keep being angry, not because you want to learn how to hurt others, but because you want to manifest your light into this world. So, divine names of power. Words have meaning. Words are very powerful, right? That's what this is saying. So, your biggest, I don't want to say concern, I don't want to say issue, but it's almost like the theme for you for the month of July is to know and remember and understand that in an argument, watch what you say, because you're going to be putting that energy and vibration out into the world, right? Think before you speak. You don't want to regret what you are manifesting and saying with your words. And by the same token, words like, I love you, have a beautiful day, I forgive you. Those words carry more weight and are just, like the energy is so much heavier and impactful and profound when you use words to bring light into the world. All right? And how can you best heal this day to day? I already forgot what that one card meant. I apologize. Like I said, Alana Fairchild's decks are so amazing because the messages are so deep, which is why they're hard to remember. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. So how can you best heal this in your day-to-day life? So maybe you've gotten frustrated and you started kind of like, maybe calling your boyfriend or girlfriend names or saying, I hate this job, or I wish, dot, dot, dot. Well, what this is saying is that one way of healing this just in your everyday life is, shake things up a bit. Take things in your own hands, right? Activate your own power and shake things up. Also, when things are shaken up by the architect of the universe, the creative genius of the universe, don't fight it, because things are being shaken up for a reason, right? Things are happening to shake up the monotony and the routine. Be open to it. That's how you can heal things in your daily, everyday life. The outcome of the month of July, by allowing these things to happen, you will feel like, and you will let that giant sun just shine. That sun that is like in your heart space, it's going to explode out from you, and people are going to know it and sense it and feel it. But more importantly, you will feel it and be happy. The biggest challenge to that is, as people, not even people, as energy, as negative energy, lower frequency energy is attracted to your beautiful light, you are going to have to stand strong in love and compassion and not give in to the negativity. And special guidance to help you resolve it. First thing that just now popped in my head is charge a gem or a rock and keep it with you. Hold it in your hand, carry it in your pocket, right? To help you, to remind you, to help keep your energy and vibration high, because they hold space for us. All right, Aries, I really, truly hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love any feedback. I appreciate your patience as I was flipping through this book, trying to get the messages for you guys. Normally, I would not like to do it like that, but I feel like these messages are worth the wait, and they are so intense and so deep and so beautiful that they provide almost a sort of spiritual nourishment. And I truly hope that they are helping you guys along your path to find your own inner strength and sun, and just let it just shine bright this month, guys. All right, a lot of blessings. Please feel free to email me if you'd like your own personal reading. The email address is rebelyellrising@gmail.com. And thanks again, y'all. See you next month. Bye.